Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
We're good to go.
What's up, Germany fam?
Just to introduce my live watchers over here, this is Luis Alvarado and Steve Raken from RakenProfit.com, English.com, and we're making an interview.
Yeah.
So we're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go. Awesome.
And we aren't sponsored by Fiji, right?
We are.
I'm just making sure this is recording. All right, looks like it's recording. All right, gentlemen, you ready to rock?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at RakeandProfit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I'm with my friend Philip, who's actually from Germany.
Yes.
Living in Cyprus. He runs a social media agency. He also helps people in Germany start social media agencies. And we have my friend Luis. What's going on?
What's up?
You're from the Miami area.
Well, yeah, now currently based out of Miami.
Yeah. He's been telling me all about the best Peruvian food over here, so I think we're going to be doing a little of that after this video. But Luis, you've scaled a social media agency a couple of years back to $15,000 a month. You scaled your social media agency up to, I think you did almost like $80,000 over like 3 months or so when you first started.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to talk about in this video, because a lot of people, you know, on the Rake and Profit YouTube channel, we're looking for ways to make money. We've talked about passive income, eBay, drop shipping, wholesale, private label, all these different models. And one thing that I've been realizing a lot here in Miami is there's a ton of people making money with a social media marketing agency. So, Luis, what the heck is that before we even get into, like, we're going to mostly be covering in this video how much money you can make from it, what it is, and how to choose a niche, which is very important. So what is a social media marketing agency for the folks who are, you know, watching right now for the first time?
Yeah. So in its simplest forms, right? We all have access to social media, but business owners, local business owners, anybody that you can literally just go out there and go into the physical location, most of them are just so focused in their business that they put no attention into marketing themselves online. So that leaves us a huge gap to be able to help us and them be in there and close the gap between their online presence, and be able to help them, expose them to their own community, expose them to the surrounding areas and the people that are actually going to be interested in walking into those doors and being able to experience their service. So for us as marketers, as entrepreneurs, and people who own agencies, we can literally have a conversation with the business owner and say like, hey, I can go ahead and help you with your online presence. I can help you generate more leads and be able to get more customers in here so you actually make more sales and make more money in your business. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much what it is.
So Philip, do you have to have like a ton of knowledge with running Facebook ads and Instagram ads in order to do this? Because I've run Facebook ads before, and for someone who's like not used to it, it's like a lot more complicated, like dealing with pixels and figuring out how to target and ad spam. Like, it's super complicated for me and the average person. I know the average eBay, Amazon seller is gonna be like, come on, like, Steve, this is crazy. So do you guys do it your own, or can you hire people to do it?
Actually, I learned it from my coaches and trainers. So at the beginning, if you have no clue about it, probably it's hard, yes. But practice, and you will get better and you will get results. So it's definitely doable to gain the knowledge. It took me, to be honest, maybe 2 weeks to make my feet wet and get the first results.
So it didn't take too long to learn it.
No.
You just had a course.
I had a course and different coachings and trainers, and I got the knowledge. And maybe from my background, I studied business engineering. It took me 5.5 years to get my master degree, and I made literally just 3K a month with it. And then I got my coachings and my trainings, and after just 2 weeks, I had the knowledge to help our local businesses out there to fill the gap, as Luis told us, to gain the market with the new social media experience.
So essentially what you're doing is you're going up to maybe a gym or a chiropractor, or what are some other examples of niches that you can choose?
Cosmetic studios, car dealers, lawyers, tax advisors, spas.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, apartments, movie theaters,
And
you name it.
And I'm looking out the window now, there's like hundreds of different types of businesses.
Yeah.
And what is
Thousands.
and what's the goal of every single business? Why does a business, this is a stupid question, but why is a business in business? To make money.
To make that.
To make money. In order to make money, you need people walking in the door to sit down at the tables, right? To order food or to sign up for free trials, because gyms know X amount of free trials turn into a client for, you know, let's just say a year or two. We know the lifetime value. Chiropractors, doctors, it's all about people walking in. So essentially what a social media marketing agency is doing is they're running ads, they're finding clients they're finding customers for their clients. And I've seen, like, a lot of you guys, you start this up and then you hire someone to run your Facebook ads, you hire somebody to run the different ads and stuff, you hire salespeople to go out, and then you're essentially just kind of like working on the business, in a sense, with the agency?
This is the next step then, yes.
Yeah. So after, you know, as Philip was mentioning, you can literally get started. Most programs out there that you will find at this point now, it's not tough, it's not very complex to generate business for a local brick and mortar, right? And in order to do that, it can literally take you just 2 weeks to like literally know what to do, right? If you have a zero prior experience, I had no marketing experience before. I was completely brand new, but now, see, my first agency was back in late 2017, right? And so now we are in 2020. Now we have so many more resources available, so much free training here on YouTube, right? And what you can do is, aside from even just learning the skill, there's these companies that are called the white label companies, okay? And you find these white label companies and they already have the case studies, they already have the results, they already have the fulfillment aspect, you know, to be able to basically be able to, you take the work, right? You're the client, I pitch you, you say, yes, I want to jump on board.
So maybe I'm a chiropractor, you pitch me and you say to me something along the lines of, hey,
you want to get more, you want to get more people, you want to get more patients, you know, into your business. You say, yes, how much is going to be? I say, hey, it's going to be $1,500 a month.
Is that typical, how much you charge as a retainer?
Yeah.
Is that about 1,000?
You know, I would say it depends on the niche, because for a restaurant or for a barber, for example, they don't make that huge amount of revenue as in comparison to a car dealer, for example. So what we do is we actually take a percentage, mostly 20-25% of the revenue we generate for our customers. Then we say, hey, give us our split and everything is cool.
Yeah. So if you know, for example, hey, if I get you these 10 people, how much is one person going to be of value?
Right, for like a chiropractor,
right?
for example, I know chiropractors charge $50 to $100 a pop, and the customers are coming in once a week sometimes, so that could be worth $200 to $400 a month per client. Let's just say they come in for a year. I don't know.
This is the lifetime value.
Yeah, there's something called lifetime value, and I'm not sure how you come about that number, but for me, for example, like, if I was a chiropractor, having one client could be worth $2-3 grand just for 1 year.
Exactly. So what I always do is I ask them, my partner or my customer, hey, what is the lifetime value of one of your customers? Because he knows the best how long the customer sticks to him. And I say, hey, cool, this is the customers I generated for you. What is the value? And then give me my split, you know?
Yeah. So let's say you know the lifetime value, right? And let's say I bring you 10 people. Are you comfortable with just giving me one, right?
Yeah.
Right? If you frame it that way, and then that's when you are actually knowing, like, hey, you know, you're going to be paying this much to get this much.
And the crazy thing about this business model is, like, obviously you have to learn how to run the Facebook ads at first, and I'd recommend going through a course or watching. There's a ton of free YouTube videos, there's courses, do your research on it. But once you learn how to do that, you have an unlimited opportunity, because in every town there's hundreds of businesses. In every state, every city, there's thousands of businesses. So you have, like, I know a lot of you guys are watching and you're used to like thrifting and going to thrift stores and garage sales. Like, when we go into a thrift store, guys, there's thousands of products that we could potentially buy to flip.
Yeah.
And this is obviously a different type of business, but it's interesting because once you learn the skill set of how to run ads, you just go knocking on doors. And once you get a client going, you were telling me before, once you get the ads running, it's not a ton of work that you have to do.
Actually, no. Actually, it's then, you know, you set up the campaign, which took me or takes me still maybe half an hour, and I get paid, let's say $1,500 a month, and then I just, you know, don't touch it anymore. I just have a look, maybe the
But it's converting, right?
Yeah, but with our secret sauce, it's converting.
Yeah. Oh, from the start.
Yeah.
It's converted.
The biggest advantage is that the customer or our partner sees immediately results, because he gets immediately, people who raise their hands and say, hey, I'm interested in your offer. And, since the first day, I even have campaigns where I literally, generate leads in the first hour.
Yeah.
And this is the best thing about it.
Yeah, so we're in Miami right now. I just moved to Miami, and when I was in Connecticut, I was going to a CrossFit gym, and I was talking to one of the girls there who's up in management, and they're looking to expand and stuff. I said, it's been so busy here lately, what's going on? And she said, we hired this is before I knew you guys, I didn't know anything about social media agencies and stuff. And she's like, we hired this social media agency, and we paid them $1,500 or $1,700 or something. And they said, we're getting so many clients, we have to tell them to turn it off.
Exactly.
Because their place was so small. And I was thinking to myself, why would you turn down clients? It can't be that easy. But even my chiropractor as well, he's been using an agency, and with Facebook ads, you can target people so specifically. I challenge you guys right now to go on Facebook, turn off your ad blocker if you've got it on, and go start typing into Google what's the best way to get targeted for ads? Just start going to Google or
Yeah, you could literally whip out if you have an iPhone and you just speak into it, and then in a few minutes, you're gonna be targeted.
But you'll start getting targeted with these free trials if you're talking about chiropractic.
Yeah, you can literally, if you just go on Facebook and you search, you start liking stuff, depending on what you want to see most of, what you want to learn most about, if you're literally just engaging with these ads, right, they're leaving a little reaction, or a comment on them, you're going to start seeing more and more of that stuff.
And that's what these guys do. They set up so as a social media marketer and running an agency, you are going out and you're getting new clients,
right,
and you are creating their creatives, right, their graphics, their, I don't know if you do videos and stuff, but you're essentially doing the creative for the client, which the goal of that is to produce a result, which is a lead or a sale. And then you're managing on an ad level, right? You're managing how much ad spend is being spent, the conversion. So I'm assuming you're interpreting the results and then sharing that with the client.
Yeah.
So at the most basic level, you explained it right. The thing that makes our job so much simpler, right, at the most basic level, is that instead of us trying to shoot for the sale, obviously that's what we want to have, and that's what we want to help the business owner do. We promise leads, right? Because I can say, hey, Reagan, I can go ahead and get you 50 people that are interested in exactly what you have every single month. But after I bring you and I introduce you to hey, meet Philip, he's really interested in what you got going on, go ahead, you go take it over. I'm not the one selling in your shoes, right? You're the one that's doing the sales, so I cannot promise how he will convert, because that is up to you. You already have a sales process in place.
Got it.
Now, we can go ahead and upsell them. There's more opportunities, right, for us to even make more of these business owners if you need help with your sales process.
Interesting.
And that's kind of the second step.
Okay, got it. Now I'm curious, I want to ask both you guys this question. So you started an agency and you went from 0 to 80,000, give or take. We have another video that we recorded, I'm not sure if it posted before this or after, but you had scaled up to around 80,000. I think the fourth month you were up to 37,000.
Yes.
And you had scaled up to 15,000. I think it was within a couple months or whatnot. I don't remember what you were telling me, but anyways, what do you think is for people watching now, if people want to start this business, where can they be in 6 to 12 months, revenue and profit wise? Because we talk a lot about drop shipping, and unfortunately, people get somewhat butthurt, and it's just it's a common guru thing. Let's just share all these big numbers, and then the profit's 6%. And it's it's fine, because drop shipping's passive, but you got to be upfront about that. So I always try to be upfront, hey, you did 100,000 in sales, but it was 6,000 in profit. So we're talking numbers of what you did and what you did. What's the typical profit margin? And secondly, what can people expect to make within 6 to 12 months? Just a one-man team, or maybe hiring one person over a year period.
Right.
For me, in my case, I started. I made my first revenue in June 2018. It was in 33 days. I did 10K, and it was profit. It's revenue and profit. But as a social media marketing agency, I did not have any fixed cost. I
just an initial course to invest in.
Yeah, the course, but apart from that, I had to use software, which it was on a monthly basis $20-30. That's it.
Yeah,
so
that's really it.
Yeah, in a social media marketing agency space, you say or talk about what is the revenue, what's the profit. It's the same. So it's not comparable to e-com or whatever, where you have to buy products, deliver them overseas, and then sell it or not. I don't know.
Now, when you start delegating, you have a team. Your profit can look anywhere between 70 to 90%.
But that's next level.
That's next level.
Yeah, exactly. But literally, when you're starting off, you're the solopreneur. Everything that you make is in your pocket.
This is really interesting to me because social media is just exploding. It's been exploding for years now. How long has this model been? How long have people been making money with social media marketing agencies running ads for? Is this a new opportunity or no?
This is over a decade.
Yeah.
Over a decade.
And I'm 100% sure it will last at least another decade, if not longer.
Yeah. It keeps increasing, more businesses.
Because in Germany alone, every year open up new 500,000 local businesses.
And they all
we have in Germany,
benefit.
well, in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, we have over 5 million local businesses, and every year gaining 500,000 more. So I don't know the local businesses here in America, but I think there are probably 50 million.
And I want you guys to know something too, because when most people, when they hear this, they're like, oh, what's this gonna work in my area? This is international. Philips is overseas. We're here in the US, like this works all over the place, For people in the poorest countries, I've helped people in like India, I've helped people in Russia, I've helped people in Israel, like different spots in the world where like the economy may not be the best, but guess what? These conversations that you have with business owners, it doesn't have to be, in your own city, in your own town, in your own state, in your own country. You literally have the entire world at your disposal.
I never shook the hand of one of my customers because literally we're in the digital world. We have a phone, we have a Skype or a Zoom call. We can connect with anybody.
So how did you land the deals if you never shook their hand?
My secret sauce is I give before I take. So if someone is saying, I don't trust you if this works or not, I offer him a free trial week.
And then they see the clients coming in.
Exactly. And then they say, oh, it works. Can we please go forward with it? Okay, yeah.
Interesting. If you guys speak German at all, then I would recommend his course. And that's why I'm not really promoting it, because I know most of my audience is English speaking, but you've been helping a ton of people in Germany, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely a ton of people. So, man, pleasure to have you here. One last thing I wanted to ask before I forgot. What do you think the best niche is to start? I know you help gym owners. That's your niche.
I help gym owners, yeah.
And is a niche necessary, or because in reselling, selling on eBay and Amazon, there's people who buy and sell like a whole wide array of things, which there's benefits to that, but also at the same time, you never really become a master. Sometimes if you have one thing that you focus on, you become like amazing at it. You start to like learn these like ninja skills where like you're able to see and find deals that others can't.
This is actually my recommendation, to specify on one niche, to get the expert, to get the master. And I would recommend to pick a niche where money is made in. You could run ads for a babysitter, for example, because it's a business to run a babysitter business, but
there's not a ton of them around.
It's not the value you bring. This is the reason why I specialized in gyms, because there is a contract behind it. A 6 months, 12 months, or even
so there's a lifetime value, which is higher. So
monthly recurring, high ticket.
Yeah.
So what are recurring? Because I know chiropractors have recurring payment plans. Gyms. What are the other ones that have like subscription plans?
It's not always about the subscription. It's you want to gain value and revenue when you help your partner.
So like a doctor's office, they bring in a ton of money.
Yeah, dentists are a really good niche because they having a good revenue.
Healthcare, anything health. The 3 big markets: health, wealth, and relationships.
Okay.
If you just focus on those things, boom.
What about like dietitians, like nutritionists and things like that? Because America's only getting like more unhealthy, and people are sick, and people are looking for a solution.
Yeah, that's definitely it. That's under the health.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that people are investing a lot of money into.
I'm like, I don't know. This topic's so interesting.
Orthodontics, or even I know someone who is specialized in this LASIK, eye surgery.
Oh.
So there is a lot of money out
funeral homes, like you name it. Like,
so many niches.
The thousands. I
Yeah.
have a list. I have a list with I know 50 pages of different niches.
yeah. The thing is that people at home need to ask themselves, what do you want to achieve, right? Like, what's the ultimate goal? Like, what?
Oh, here we go again.
How much money do you want to make, right? Because if you see this as a long-term venture, then and depending on how much money you want to make, because you can make 6 figures, you can make 7 figures, you can make 8 figures, right? For example, if you literally just go online and you search how many companies are there of this niche in this country, you'll get a specific number, right? Then you can ask yourself how many of them are making anywhere between $1 to $5 million, and you see how many of them are there. And if you were to like literally just get 10% of the market and only charge a minimum of $1,000, you can see how much you will be making per month.
People are making money with this. So our good friend Nick Robbins, you just went to his mastermind recently, and how many social media agency people were there?
These were just 15 high-level agency owners.
And they were all doing what, like over 25 to 50?
This mastermind I attended was to, scale to 6 figures a month, meaning it's a 7-figure business when you do 6 figures a month. And these guys, they are amazing. They're in the different niches and follow exactly how to scale up their agency to.
Right.
They are specified in one niche and do exactly what it's coached at.
Yeah, so this guy's name is Nick Robbins. He's actually your coach, and we've been in talks behind the scenes. So hopefully we're going to get Nick. Shout out to Nick Robbins, man. Hopefully we get him on the channel soon, because I know he's been serving a lot of people and helping people in the States.
100%.
So, yeah, this was a cool video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want more content regarding starting a social media marketing agency, which I think would really be a good fit for resellers, because you put your upfront work in, you land your clients, you get your ad sets all set up, and now you're making that. It's not passive income, but it's kind of like Amazon FBA. You buy all your products, you ship them off, and then you get to enjoy the sales, and it seems like
it's also recurring. Next month, you don't have to you don't have to double think twice if you're going to be making 10K next month.
You just got to maintain, make sure the clients are
satisfied.
But if you get them on like an agreement, like for example, at minimum 3 months, you will know that at least for the next 2 months after
this is cool.
You'll be making at least this much money.
Hey, again, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Check out Lewis on Instagram. You can find.
You can just find me on Instagram at Louis X Alvarado.
I'll link that up down below. Where can our German friends and the Americans who connected with you, where can they follow you, brother?
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you'll find Philip Lang, L-A-N-G.
I'll link it up down below. Appreciate you guys, much love, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. God, that was so much value.
Awesome.
For you guys, it might not seem like a lot, but for me, it's like blowing my mind. Like this whole thing like freaks me out. I'm like, this is crazy.
Wir haben ein paar hier auch noch Zuschauer.
Yeah, man.
Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Kurzes Interview mit Luis Alvarado und Steve Raken von rakenprofit.com. Steve hat einen YouTube Kanal mit über 140.000 Followern und das war so unser Abschiedsgeschenk hier aus Miami Brickell. Ihr könnt im Hintergrund noch die Skyline sehen. Ich werde später wieder rüberfliegen nach Deutschland und viele neue Sachen für euch mit nach Hause bringen. Wie gesagt, ich war in der Mastermind von Nick Robbins, wo es darum geht, Agenturen nach oben zu skalieren. Seid gespannt, ich bringe viel mit und wünsche euch einen erfolgreichen Tag. Bis dahin, ciao.